It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bengals and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership.
There he goes left side, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 20 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a replay. It's third down. Throwing Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Throwing on first down. Jones. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really, the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. While the train... Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot him now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Packers get set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This one swung out here to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Nice job getting him down in the scrimmage.
Third down, Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. De'Ami Brown, 71 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. It's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. We often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
I'd like to avoid going from the end zone, so they can use something here on third down. Here's a give to Mixon. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jones now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll... take the yardage advantage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, a little bit helps. The more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Aguara complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They'll run with Penny. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Elijah Penny punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming.
Touchdown, Bengals. It's complete. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That is incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones going with a screen for Murray. A 1-yard 3-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Back now at Lambeau. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the Bengals, offense getting set and ready to go again here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Running left, it's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, nice move. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jones throw taken in by Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got room to run past the 20. Pass complete to Higgins. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. They find some open field here. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, you talk about Jamar Chase. One of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. There's no doubt about